everybody? Fleet Feet Jackson, blowing it up, rocking for you. We got another brand new shoe review for you today, and this is something that's going to be really cool. There's a lot of people who like Nike gear, so what Nike has done is revamped part of their running shoe line. What they've come out with is called the Lunar series of shoes, and the one we're going to be talking about today is called the LunarEclipse. The LunarEclipse is Nike's premium stability shoe. Now what that means, the difference between a premium stability shoe or regular stability shoe is that in the premium shoes they have a nicer upper, usually more cushioning, and sometimes they have more stability than the shoes that are in a lower tier beneath them. In the case of the LunarEclipse, what Nike has done is poured in all of their available technology that they have in the Lunar series and come up with what's called a dynamic support shoe. And what this shoe does is, as you run in it, it varies the level of support that it gives the foot. The shoe is an ideal shoe for people who are moderate overpronators. And what that means is, if your arch rolls in or flattens out as you run, you're probably a moderate overpronator. The way Nike has constructed this shoe is using two separate pieces of foam in the midsole. Also interesting to note, this is not the Nike Air LunarEclipse. There is no air in this shoe at all. What they do is, as I said, there's two different pieces of foam. One piece of foam is a firmer piece, and even though you can't see it here, trust me, it's in there. I've seen the exploded view of the shoe. The firmer piece of foam is found here in the heel area, so that it resists the rolling in nature of an overpronator's foot. Here in this forefoot area, hopefully you can see that, this area is cut away from the firmer foam, and in it is a softer foam for cushioning right under those metatarsals. So essentially you have a dual density entire midsole, as opposed to having the usual dual density where you see the gray piece of foam in a stability shoe. Nike's also incorporated their Flywire upper technology. What that does is a series of small threads that are sandwiched in between this plastic kind of midsole material right here that's real lightweight. And what this does is help secure the midfoot inside the shoe and reduces weight. On the inside of the shoe, this is pretty neat. Because this is a support shoe, they didn't forget about the sock liner as well. It's even got a little bit of reinforcement. That's not something you see on a lot of manufacturers. They did put this plastic piece that goes right around there. Also, a lot of people in the past couldn't wear Nike shoes because they were too narrow. Nike has fixed that so that the shoe will fit more people. It's a little bit wider. It's not a wide shoe by any means, but I have a pretty average foot, and I ran in it not too tight at all. Plenty of room in the upper if you want to put in an aftermarket orthotic or custom insole of any kind. There's enough room in here for it to fit without your heel slipping out of it. Nike has also built this shoe with a floating heel cradle right here. That's it right there, which replaces the common heel counter in a shoe which is sewn in under the fabric. This one's external, and it's actually linked into the midsole on these 2 points, and it floats back here. Really helps lock the heel in there. The shoe runs very well. I was a little, when I put it on and walking around, the shoe felt really, really soft, but here's what was really neat about it. As I ran in it several times. The faster I ran, the shoe seemed to get more compact in the forefoot. And what that means is, or to me, it was like the shoe transferred power better as I ran through it. The faster I ran, the shoe actually felt like it became somewhat lower profile, which is a really neat feeling, and what I frankly was not expecting in this shoe. Again, this shoe is designed for moderate overpronators, people whose feet roll in some, and people who like a lot of cushion and support in their shoe. The shoe has tons of both. If you'd like to try this shoe on, come by the store or call at 899-9696. That number is also down at the bottom of the screen. All you have to do is click the more info. Again, area code 601-899-9696. Have a great summer, everybody.